Yo, hello. Okay, so today I wanted to give a very raw, unfiltered video like I usually do, but it's about a very important matter and it's something that I deal with on a regular basis, and it is dealing with doubts. So, obviously, as a young male, I'm 22, and some of the doubts I tend to have, firstly, I tend to doubt myself a lot. And to be completely transparent with you, this is something that I do doubt myself with as well. Now, I know deep down that, and I don't care who sees this, and I do understand that I have a fear of potential mockery with people seeing this video that I may know. And one of my fears is that they go and see the video and say, like, what are you doing, Joe? Like, this isn't you. Possibly question my mental sanity. And yeah, the feeling that I'm not 100% convinced in myself, that could potentially unsettle me, that kind of judgment. And that's me being really honest right now. And that's what the kind of content I want to bring. Nothing but pure honesty. And yeah, I'm going to be open. And that's another thing I've really struggled with, being completely open. Luckily, I have a beautiful, loving girlfriend, and she's allowed me to feel safe enough to open up. And I really do think a lot of men out there do struggle to open up because I think they possibly had the same association that I did, and thinking that if I do open up, that makes me seem weak. And I really battled with that myself. I used to bottle things up relentlessly. And you know what? It's the most unhealthiest thing you can do. And absolutely, does it not mean you're weak if you open up? Absolutely not. Because what would you rather? Would you rather go through some shit in life and bottle it up, never talk to anybody about it, and then what? And then die with the sense of knowing that you never talked about this with anybody, yet it does have it essentially what that does is it has a hold of you. All those things that you keep thinking about that you don't express, they have a hold on you because you are giving them a sense of power. Those kind of thoughts about yourself, you are giving them power, and you are basically saying to yourself, I don't feel strong enough to open up about this, because that's really what it is. A person that can be open and honest, that is a person that's strong to the core. So, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I do have doubts on a daily basis. I even doubt where I'm going to go with this exactly. Like, will me creating YouTube videos ever amount to anything? That is a doubt I have. I don't know. Like, the likelihood is, off the back of this video, it gets about 20 views, and I go to work tomorrow morning, do my 9 to 5, and then play my football in the evening and continue my mundane life. However, I'm not going to rise to the potential social judgment of why I'm doing this and what am I actually doing with it. I'm going to continue. I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to continue this because I know deep within myself, I feel, and I'm going to say it how it is, I feel called upon to express things to young men that they possibly can't express themselves or yet to understand themselves, but yet I'm speaking about these common issues that young men have, and I feel that's a rarity. You know, you go online and there's plenty of different content. Buy my course and you can be a millionaire, blah de blah. And you know, you've got all these streamers, and yeah, there are some really valuable self-development content, but at the end of the day, how much value are you actually extrapolating from that? You know, is it just another dopamine hit? Because my videos, they are not going to be a dopamine hit, and I understand for some time I probably won't get many views at all, but at least I'm being open and honest. And if even one person watches the video and goes, you know what, my beliefs have been challenged today by watching this guy, and I feel inspired to change my direction in life, to try something new, to embody a new behavior. You know, this is what I'm living for, really, and that I can say with 100% conviction. So yeah, it might seem cringe, yeah, I might seem crazy. At the end of the day, I don't care. You can put it in the comments. You know what? Actually, spam me with lots of hate comments, because that would be great for my YouTube. My YouTube would blow up after that. So please, I'm actually encouraging some hate here. Anyways, where am I going with this? So obviously the title of the video is dealing with your doubts. Now, I would definitely argue a lot of our doubts are actually very similar. My doubts, for instance, yeah, I've used the example of making these videos, which is something specific, but if you actually get behind the layer of that and you're not looking at the specifics, you're rather looking at the generalized theme of your doubts, that they're all going to be very similar. And for instance, that could be, with my example of the YouTube videos, it could be the fear of being seen, it could be the fear of, because that's really what the doubts are, really, isn't it? It's coming from a place of fear, and it's the fear of possible judgment, the fear of possible embarrassment. You know, that for me could be three that you could have on a regular basis too. So yeah, you know what, if you want to spam me with loads of hate comments, please do. It will fund my trip to Australia and I will be eternally grateful, and you may even get a postcard from me. So I'm not gonna ramble on like I'm Donald Trump, but instead I'm gonna leave the video on a nice positive note and wish you a fan-dabby-dozy rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Peace out.